You know, I was considering playing music and whatever, but let's all be real here. I just want to play the game. So, we'll do our start count of Mana and Otter. Hi. I know I touched you. It's the worst. Mom's the worst. And then I'm going to do this because I'm already in the game because I did my inventory stuff. So, uh, what do? We figured out where the junk tab is for all this garbage we've been picking up, and we sold it. We put me in this armor. We put Parvati in this armor. I now have the plasma rifle, and Parvati's got something different. And yeah, we have less stuff on us, and we're good to go. So, that's chicken.
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with her own bare hands.
Did she?
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Alright, this is what he's selling. He's got mods. Ranged weapon skills. That's not bad. Critical damage. Ooh, changes weapons damage type to plasma. That's actually really good. So we're gonna buy that. We are definitely... Oh, I have insufficient bits. Ooh, it's expensive. Hmm. Oh, he has a special weapon. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see. We'd have to come back for that. But we will come back for that, man. You got that. Let's try to remember that he's got that. There's Zoe. Sleeping. There's her journal where she's like, I got sick and I stole Adrena time and now I want to be a bandit. We solved that problem. Alright. Let's talk to some of the other locals that have names.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Thomas is here. Oh, there's a workbench. Haha.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, how are you? Hi, hello.
Ooh, we're awkward.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no. I'm just along with this lady here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'm passing through.
Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Oops. Engineering. Maybe never too late to start learning. I could give you a couple pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
So we've picked up 2 of them so far. We don't know where the third one is.
I wish I knew. I wagered the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say.
I think it's in the geothermal plant. I can't remember correctly, but I think that's where it is.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 1. Found it in the community center archives.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
Hold on. I've got more for you.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
Part 2. Found it in the cannery.
Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
I'll let you know if I find any others.
Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
I think I have enough bits now that I can buy that mod I wanted. Yep, I do. So we're just gonna go back over this way. Pick up this mod, because I want this mod. Alright, Stefan. Give me that
You
mod.
hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with? Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Alright. Mag to power. Bye. And hunter kit. Bye. Cool. Bought the 2 mods I wanted. Excellent. We're gonna look at this right here. No, I can't justify. I can't justify changing my sniper, even though I want fire. I want plasma on my sniper because it is really good against humanoids. I could make another sniper with plasma on it. That just feels wasteful. I mean, it's only giving me 3 more bullets. I think I'm gonna do it. It's only giving me 3 more bullets. And I'd rather have plasma than 3 more bullets. Cool. So now I have shock for the mechanicals and plasma for humanoids. Good gym jams. I don't, if I remember correctly, I don't think that we have any other outstanding quests kind of thing. We need to talk to Alice. Because this is main story. So,
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often.
I'm sure he does.
Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Gross. Um, is this your greenhouse?
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
I'm surprised you've managed to grow anything out here.
The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
Well, Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Reed asks you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator. I need it to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip 'em out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I don't much like you throwing that in her face to get me on your side.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
You think Reed's just trying to spite you.
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Where are we headed?
Perception. Thomas seemed very fond of you.
He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda.
Are you sure? He nearly fell over when he saw you.
He never told me a word to that effect. And since he didn't, I didn't have to say nothing about feeling different. And nothing had to get weird. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
Let's see. We don't have the perception yet to talk to her about her mother and father. Okay, so quests we have the robot. We have to go back and talk to the guy at the flight pad. We don't know where the last young spacer's guide to mechanical engineering is for sure. I think it's in the geothermal plant. And we have two more. We have one more person to murder. So let's go to the geothermal plant. Because that is where the game is going to send us next. And then we can kill that bandit while we're over there.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it.
Okay. I didn't know if she had anything for us. Alright. Let's go to the geothermal plant. Oh yeah, we went through here. Okay. This is, yeah, because we picked that door. Alright. This path will take us to the geothermal plant. Alright. There are mechanical sentries. Oh. There is a dead mechanical sentry. Yeah. Actually, it's so funny. I really like the, like, ash and fire and smoke effects. This game is just so gorgeous. I mean, it's so gorgeous. Okay. So we have discovered the geothermal power plant.
I always wanted to poke around in here.
We can't get through the front door because it is gated. But we can get through the back.
Got it. Inside voices.
Cute. Alright. Q.
Here we go. That's smart.
Combat drones fly.
We did it.
Shock works best. It's one of the reasons why I really wanted to make sure I had a shock weapon. Thugs. We're just gonna make sure we don't miss anything. And, you know, we kill all the sentries. No sentries allowed. There's a combat drone. I hear it. Oops. This one. There we go.
I'll be quick.
Stop shooting Parvati, you rude thing. I know I'm shooting them, and that's also rude. Don't at me. Anything good in here? Oh, Nightingale Step. So Nightingale Step is a really great thing to put in all of your armor, because it's a utility mod, and you can put Nightingale Step in your armor instead of backpack, and it basically makes it so that you make very little noise, or you make a lot less noise when you're moving. So it's harder for bandits to detect you. It takes longer. Um, pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Mm, elite troop armor. It's kind of like what I'm wearing, just not, bandit. Ordnance control. I really like medium armor. But you lose armor unless you tinker it. Well, we're good for the moment. Spacer's choice. Alright. We're just gonna kind of check all these bodies. Make sure there isn't any loot. Ooh. See, this is why we check. Amazing. Okay. Alright. Lots of stuff over here. You'll take all the stuff. Laboratory outfit, splash resistant. I'll say, at least it's not like in Fallout when you strip them, you actually strip them and they're just naked. They're just naked laying there. I think something's still alive somewhere.
Sister.
Here we go!
Yep, there was something alive somewhere. How's my weight doing? We're fine. When we come out of doing stuff in here, then we can just sell right at that vending machine. Actually, no. We'll have to sell later because when we come out, that vending machine is probably not going to be working. All right.
The control room should be off to the right.
Let's just go ahead and sell our junk, since it can be kind of heavy when you're getting it from robots. Reload. Okay. And here we go.
Here we go! Nice one! That's the last of them!
For now. Last of them for now. Okay. Oh, that's the control room. Well, we don't want to go that way yet. Alright, here's the office. We'll use the terminal in just a second. Yeah, alright. Terminal memory purged. Maintenance logs purged. Personnel file purged. Company notification purged. Messages purged. Personal memos purged incomplete. 2 files available. Access file 1. I had to borrow your copy of A Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. Radio's been sputtering and I need the reference. I've returned the copy to the repair bay. Okay, so that's where that'll be. Chaos everywhere, mechanicals gone haywire. Gunfire, hearing some screams, although I think that was someone's leg. Would like to leave early for the day, please deduct delinquency fee from my pay. Thank you, proud to be a member of Spacer's Choice family. Oh, talk about your dystopian nightmare society. Alright. So, somewhere is the book we want. Gotta make sure it's not somewhere around here. Ooh, no, that's way out. We don't want that. Go use the ladder over here. Alright. Nice. Ah, office. Okay. Ammo. Bathroom. Pick. Take that. Alright. Manager's office. Welcome, Jay Braden. Unlock office door. Door unlocked. Messages. From Spacer's Choice. Mr. Braden, or Ms. Braden, this letter serves as an informal notification of our company's displeasure towards your management of the Emerald Vale geothermal plant for reasons related to exceeding your staff budget in your latest quarterly report. Please select 5 subordinates to be dismissed immediately. Additionally, please contact our office to schedule your official reprimand at your earliest convenience. Failure to schedule your official reprimand will result in an official reprimand. The Spacer's Voice family would like to collectively remind you that working for Spacer's Choice is not a right, but a privilege. Okay? From Jay Brayton. No need for to the esteemed members of the Emerald Vale Development and Oversight Committee. I hope this letter finds you well. After due consideration of your last letter, I have identified and terminated no fewer than 5 subordinates who are unable to provide sufficient justification for their ongoing employment. I would like to remind the Oversight Committee that while most of Emerald Vale has failed to meet its production and output quotas, particularly our agriculture and fishing/canning departments, neither of which are anywhere close to profitable, the Emerald Vale geothermal plant remains committed to providing cheap, cost-effective power to the entire region. From Spacer's Choice. Ms. Brayton, we have investigated the claims made against the profitability of the greater Emerald Vale region. Our offices agree with you. Agricultural and fishing/canning have experienced a steady decline, while the Emerald Vale geothermal plant remains somewhat profitable. Our offices are currently investigating ways to implement additional cost-saving measures, which will ultimately lead to a leaner, more streamlined, more efficient geothermal power plant. Please be informed that the Spacer's Choice Development and Oversight Office has taken a significant insurance policy against the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. The office would like to assure you that this insurance policy is a standard procedure. Do not attempt to interpret, understand, or otherwise extrapolate meaning from this decision. As a special courtesy, we have deployed a proprietary team of engineering specialists to the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. This team of specialists has been instructed to refit and upgrade the plant's population of auto mechanicals free of charge. Thank you for your cooperation. Tell you what, pretty sure that team of specialists refitted the auto mechanicals to murder everybody because they didn't want to have to pay for the geothermal plant anymore. Alright, so let's go this way. Make sure I don't... Oh, bits, thanks. Don't want to miss that book. This is a control room. We need... Actually, would be smarter Spacer's Choice is not even the worst of them. Spacer's Choice is pretty bad, but like there's worse. There's worse. I think what we'll do is we'll set this. Yep, there we go. So it'll tell us where we need to go. Looks like it's down. Aha! Hi, Sprat. We need the geothermal security chief's keycard for that. Hmm. Hmm. There are hostiles in there. Shockingly. We need 5 picks to open that. Wow, that's a lot. Only need 2 to open this one. Okay. Personal files. Personal logs. S. Tanaka, Chief of Security. Chester Higgins again. That whole head. Founding him fiddling around with one of the mechanicals, so I had to write him up for tampering with company properly. Just in case Just in case I'm reading this a couple days from now and feeling bad for what I've done, let me remind myself that I've warned him before. He's always been a little crooked in the skull. He was working on some logic module. I confiscated it. Should be in my lockaway room for the foreseeable future. Next. Doesn't sit right with me. Company's been replacing our guards with auto mechanicals. At this rate, I'm going to end up the chief of security with no staff. Just a small army of mechanicals knocking about, guns pointed every which way. Company tells us they're safe, programmed to treat us humans like their own. People are liable to break down, but an auto mechanical never would. I don't know. Doesn't sit right with me. But the company's never been wrong before, I suppose. Worst has happened. Mechanical's gone crazy. Locked myself down here, just trying to gather my courage. Gonna make a mad dash for the control room. Might be able to shut things down. Will delete this entry if I ever return. Automated. Greetings, Security Chief S. Tanaka. This is an automated message initiated by Spacer's Choice Worker Safety Contingency Protocols. A security lockdown has been initiated. This is not a test. Your behavior during this lockdown will be reviewed during your quarterly audit. Anxiety is a common side effect of life-threatening situations engendered by security lockdowns. Fight back against anxiety with an ice-cold brew of Zero-G Brew. Zero-G Brew, an ale that's good for what ails you. Unlock the door. Warning, this facility is in a state of lockdown. Authorization passcode required. Enter passcode. Exit. Passcode's been entered. We got hostiles. So, we're going to shoot them. Because that's what we do. We shoot things that want to shoot us.
Here we go! That's the last of them!
It's not the last of them, though. There's another arrow. There's many arrows. I see them. But we're going to check all around. Ooh. Hey there! You've had a fun time, Sparrow. Thank you. Alright. Gonna creep around underneath the pipes. Open all these boxes. More Adreno. Awesome. Alright. Alright, so take that. Take that. Open.
Here we go!
That's dead.
Woo! Nice work!
As much as you can, like, kill. They have ceased to function. There's another one somewhere around the corner, but plant worker. Plant worker. It's in here? Well, pick up that armor anyway. Oh, hello. Man, I don't have enough mag picks. Everything wants lots of picks. I don't have enough picks. Bleh. Whoa. That's pretty. Okay. This is an auto mechanical. His name is Jeremy. We've met him before. He should look familiar. We'll take this. And this. And that. Borrowed a copy of Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. I think it's volume 3. I need something to read down in the pit. Okay. So...
Self-diagnostics complete. Navigation systems operational. Combat systems operational. It's not the best choice. It's the spacer's choice.
You made it out of that junkyard.
All systems fully operational. Return journey successfully completed. Spacer's Choice would like to thank you for complying with your duties.
This is odd. Why aren't you attacking me?
Hostile actions towards Spacer's Choice mechanics are contrary to logical directive. Conclusion: all hostile automechanicals must be defective in compliance with Spacer's Choice policy. All defective automechanicals must be permanently dismantled. Please allow me to assist.
Let me get this straight. You want to help me destroy other mechanicals?
Affirmative. Mechanicide protocols loaded. Awaiting confirmation.
Confirmation granted. I like the sound of that. Alright, Jeremy. Off you go, bud. Have fun. Alright, what do we got here? Repair log 12. Corporate just sent a team of technicians to conduct a complete refit of all of our mechanicals. Every sentry and drone. It's not my place to say so, but doesn't this run contrary to the Spacer's Choice mission of being as cheap as possible? Just in case I'm audited, I would like to formally express how grateful I am to be a part of the Spacer's Choice family. Spacer's Choice is the leading brand in affordable sundry across Halcyon. It's not the best choice, it's the Spacer's Choice. Just finished a routine maintenance on our mechanical sentries. I found some strange modifications to their logic modules. I haven't had time to run a diagnostic, so I don't know what's been modified. All I know is that these modifications were introduced in our recent refit. Company went through the trouble of refitting every single mechanical in the plant not long ago. Guess was the work of those visiting technicians. I filed a report, but my supervisor told me not to worry about it. Said the company knew what it was doing. Ordered me to forget about any alleged modifications to the logic modules. Decided to do a bit of sleuthing by myself. Got my hands on a logic module. Time to do a little experimentation. And then the security guard takes it away from him. And then the robots revolt. Unfortunate. Well, you tried. Ooh, mag pick. I'm glad I saw that. I need those. What's up here? Combat drones. Optional Chester's password. Hacking skill too low. Well, I needed to come down here. Because, I mean, I was just down here, though. Ollie Ollie toxin free. Nice. Need to go even further down. Okay.
You're not real. You're not real.
Oh, it's Higgins. He's alive. Well, alright. Okay, Higgins.
No, no, no. Just leave me alone.
Alright, well. We're gonna have to go see what this is about. Oh, hey, Jeremy.
Go away, Phantom.
Don't tell me to go away. And I'm not a phantom. So. Okay.
You're not real. You're not real.
I mean, I am. Pretty sure I'm real. Take that, Adreno. Thank you.
Get away!
Oh, would you stop? Stop freaking out, Higgins. Unless you want me to shoot you. Hey.
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram.
Calm down. I'm not trying to hurt you.
You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
Slow down and tell me what's going on.
Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination, which terrorized me on occasion. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
Poor Higgins. How long have you been down here?
Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days.
Oh, Lana, you're so fat. Uh-huh. And what exactly do you do here?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
How have you been surviving all this time?
Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
So you ate sprats.
Braised. Boiled, charred, skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food.
You said you were an engineer. What did you work on?
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries. Repaired them, maintained, upgraded. Did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
If you worked on these mechanicals, you must know a way to stop them.
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
I mean, I killed most of them. I can deal with mechanicals. I made it this far, didn't I?
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer.
Oh, hello.
I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Mechanicals follow the behavior of their logic module. Someone tampered with it.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Thank you, Chester. I wanted to ask you something.
The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy.
Yikes. Actually, hang on.
Forgot what you were gonna say? Me too.
I'm just gonna excuse myself. We're gonna take these, because you don't need them. Because you are, Crazy Pants. Crazy Pants McGee. Alright. Come on, Parbody. You alright there? Alright. Parvati, best companion. Alright. Let's see. Oh, wait. No. Yeah, we gotta... Hold on. Parvati. Excuse me, bae. Thanks. We gotta grab that thing. That's why we came down here. Not to get a code. Came down here to be like, boink. That's mine. Okay, and take that. And... yeah, cool. Okay. Quest done. Now. Hello, Mana. I know, Mom's rude. Okay. Go this way. We go back up the ladder again. Dun 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 dun. Door. Go through the door. Jeremy went through that door. I wonder if anything's still alive over here. Jeremy probably killed it. Oh, I need so many more picks. Can't get these doors open. Ugh.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
So I gotta watch out for the steam. Okay.
Oh. Systems are...
Here they come! Nice one!
Poor Jeremy.
We made
Rip in pieces, Jeremy. You were a good egg. Engineering 15. Shut off the steam release valves. Bam. Poor Jeremy. Maybe if I had followed him, I could have saved him. I don't know. I never end up following him. I always end up running off. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's a bunch of stuff that you have to do. I should have gone to the control room, actually. Okay. Yeah, let's go back up to the control room because we're gonna have to do stuff for the control room. But fortunately, I think because we came through this way, we're gonna open up a lot of things. No idea. I think I'm screwing this all up right now, so I'm gonna stop clicking things because I don't want to screw this up. Ugh. Oh no. We want to reset our active to comes now the power.
Once we do this, there's no going back.
Master control terminal. Plant status. Power is currently being distributed to Edgewater, Saltuna Cannery, Botanica Laboratory. Warning. Structural damage detected. Please notify your designated supervisor. Okay, so redirect power. Error. Power redirection function has failed. Manual override required. Please activate all 3 electrical track switches. Okay, so we have activated 2 of them. We have to activate the 3rd.
Easy enough.
Alright, so I am trying to remember the choice that I made last time that I did this. Because I had a pretty solid reasoning
That's the last.
for my decision last time. I think I'm gonna end up talking to Parvati about it. Like, I want to know how Parvati feels about it. This is not. We do not demand fealty. I like to ask my companions' opinions.
Excuse me, ma'am.
There we go.
Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you, do you understand what you're about to do?
I wouldn't mind hearing your opinion.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
Reed tells me Edgewater's gonna die without workers and power.
That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
The deserters are a community. I can't just destroy what they built.
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred?
I see your point. I think I'm ready to make a decision.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
I'm glad you did. I like hearing from you.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Parvati. Oh. Okay, so... Hold on, I need to see something here. Can I fast travel to the geothermal plant? I can. No, I can't. I mean, I'm there. Alright, I'm gonna go outside because there is a story-related beat that is important to what we've been doing that is in the greenhouse that we should do before I make this decision, which I already know what the decision is, but there you go. So, we're going to fast travel to the botanical lab. We're going to put our gun away. Now, you'll remember, we did this big thing about this guy, and he was, like, dying of plaguey stuff, and he shot himself because he overdosed on whatever and whatever and whatever. So, there's something... Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it. If I could get away with that, steal all these mag picks. Let me tell you what.
Anything else I can do for you?
When we first talked, you assumed I'd come to live here.
I am getting old, you know. These two lamps of mine are not as bright as they once were. Or I might have seen you for what you are.
I don't imagine you get a lot of visitors.
My dear, we are all visitors in a momentary universe. Our lives flicker in and out like the guttering of a flame. Here now, then gone. Me and mine are just carrying on as best we can, trying to live our lives in a way that does not feel wasted.
Why are you telling me all this?
A little prattling never hurt anyone, dear. You might even catch a little sense, if you listen close enough. I can't stop you from conducting your business down at the plant. I just want you to know that if you take our power away, you will have brought an end to our way of life.
You could always continue your way of life back in town.
Not under Reed's watch. He and I would come to blows within a day, and he would never tolerate my tending to a garden. This is my home. It will be my home even if Reed cuts our power. Simple as that.
You and Reed obviously have some history.
That's because Reed was my boss. I was the cannery's one and only flavor specialist, you see. Remember that limited run of white chocolate saltuna?
Gross.
That was all me.
No thanks. Perception. There's obviously more to it than that.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
I'm guessing Reed has his own side of that story.
I could not possibly care less if he does, but you're surely welcome to ask him.
Yep, we're talked enough. All right. There's a very particular item. It's one of the things. That's why we're scrubbing around. There might be another chain of conversation that I need to have before it will, like, Yep. I'm gonna look for just a minute more, and then I'm going to, maybe it's back here. In the laboratory. So the plants that they are growing use special fertilizer. I'm gonna go do something else to trigger, but actually, let's do it this way. Let me go outside. We're gonna fast travel to Edgewater. Just because this is important for why I make the decision that I do. Out this way. Well, yeah, this cantina, so out this way. So, dude that shot himself had a mouthful of gold teeth. We want those teeth.
Something I can do for you?
We need to talk about Eugene.
Yeah? What about him?
I read a letter from Phyllis. She mentioned digging him up for his gold teeth.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
I'll keep an eye out for them, I guess.
Let me know if you find anything.
So, Silas is like, hey, if you happen to see those gold teeth / Eugene's body, can you let me know if you find that slash give that to me. Okay. Let's see. I don't remember what room it's in. That makes it harder. Oh, there they are. So here is a plate full of gold teeth that have been cut out of a person. So I can pick them up. Because it's not stealing. And then we can go in here and we can talk
I'm
to
listening.
Adelaide. And I can say, you want to tell me what these gold teeth are for?
Haven't you ever seen a novelty paperweight?
Reminds me of this guy I heard about. Oh, wait, no, perception. Your left eye twitches when you're trying to lie.
Whatever absurd accusations you have churning about in your mind, I assure you I have heard them all.
Reminds me of this guy I heard about. Someone named Eugene. He had gold teeth.
I remember a Eugene. Pleasant enough boy. Whatever happened to him?
I never said anything happened.
I did nothing wrong. The teeth were harvested from a body that went cold long before my tools ever touched it. Gold does not decompose. The teeth had to be removed. And while I am no licensed dentist, I should think I did a fair job of it.
You're using decomposing bodies to fortify the soil and help your crops along.
I cannot tell you how refreshing it is to converse with a rational mind. That's exactly right. Rot is necessary for life. A corpse is bursting with the nutrients a young sapling craves. The crops I grow here are natural, nutritious, healthy. My garden does more than fill the bellies of my flock. It keeps them from falling ill.
You seem pretty calm for someone who just admitted to grinding up corpses for fertilizer.
The Vale's barren. Been that way for years. Soil's been sterile about as long as I can remember.
That you found a way to grow something.
All I did was follow nature's own way. Death is essential to life. When the spirit leaves the body returns to the earth from whence it came. What remains is a carcass moldering neath the soil. Decomposition is a natural process, essential to new life. All life feeds on other life.
You've been quiet, Parvati. You have an opinion? She's using your friends as fertilizer.
Oh, I don't know. If it was me, I'd be glad to volunteer. Keeping others alive, that'd be a beautiful gift to leave. But none of the folk you used had a say. You didn't ask, ma'am. And what about my dad? I talk to his grave every Saturday. Is he even there?
Robert is just where you left him, dear. He died too long ago. By now, he's naught but a skeleton.
I need to think about this.
Whatever you say, my dear.
So as much as Robeson is a whiny, boot-licking little piece of shit, I personally think Adelaide is worse because Adelaide is of the opinion that it doesn't matter what she does as long as it is beneficial to her ultimate goals. So, I think that there's something to be said for the fact that she is willing to... Oh, there's houses around here I didn't look at. She is willing to shut off the power to Edgewater, where there's a lot more people living than her little commune here, just to drive them to her commune. And, I mean, nobody talks about this, right? But Spacer's Choice is not a company of pacifists, right? They make weapons. They Yeah. So the question is, and this is not a you as in the chat, it's just a general you. Do you really think that if you shut down one of their production towns, like even though it's not really producing very well, you shut it down and everybody goes to desert, you really think they're not going to send a squad? When they sent a squad to reprogram the bots in this plant to kill the workers, you really think they're not going to come out there with a squad of people and just murder all of them and leave their bones to rot? Like, it's just not, it's not good planning to assume that you can just do whatever you want. Yeah, it's all about the money. And even though they're not making that much money at this point, they're still employees, so they still have value to the company, and you're basically taking their employees. So I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. Warning. Safety failures detected, high likelihood of moderate to severe structural damage. Warning. Redirecting power is an irreversible procedure. Are you sure you want to continue? Oh, wait. Tab. Exit. We have to take care of this other thing first. We don't want to be responsible for the death of Higgins down in the bowels of the factory. So hold on here. We gotta go to, and there's a room because this place is gonna blow up. It's very possible this place is gonna blow up when we do what we do. So we would like to avoid doing that before we have looted everything from the place. Um, I have not, at any point so far, we have not found the body of the security officer. So we don't have his key card, and we want his key card so we can loot that room. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, we did come in here. So this is the terminal we have the lock for. Modify behavior. Select operation. Select. We can't select new mode, but we can select new target. Um, define intruders. All persons or entities not identified as the property of Spacer's choice. Would you like to modify the definition of intruders? Define intruders as Spacer's choice auto mechanicals. So, that's done. Doesn't matter, they're all dead because we killed them, but that's done. Now, aha! Hello! Give me your gun. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your service. Now, we have the key. Ooh, there's ammo right there. Sweet. Alright, so now we have the key, which means we're going to go to the security room and loot it. Ugh. Alright. Oh, I know where we are. Okay, we want to go this way. Yeah, that's right. Alright, open this door. Bam. Yes, maglock. We got mag picks. We got the corrupted module. We're gonna take that down to what's his nugget downstairs. I don't remember how many mag picks. How many do we have right now? We have 4 or 5. We need one more and we can pick the lock on that door. But I mean, it's also true that it doesn't really matter, right? Like, there's nothing that we are gonna miss out on if we can't get to it that is just tragic and whatever. Oh, I found a workbench. Sweet. Sweet. Oh, there's a room down here. Oh, we hadn't gotten to this. Okay. Oh, right. Skills. Um. Oh, that's right. We were gonna put it into dump it into tech, so that we actually got breakdown weapons and honor for a 20% chance to extract a basic mod. And then it's gonna reduce our tinkering cost, which is really good. And then we're gonna get the third drug slot for our inhaler. So yeah, that's the jam right there. E to apply. Yes. Perks. Hey, can you two stop being butts? Cats. Thank you. We are going to go with. Let's do let's do an additional 50 of carry capacity. I think that's gonna be good. It's gonna give us a little bit more room, which is good.